I promise if you just step into your truth, that you will be taken care of by the universe. The universe will send you lessons, teachings, and karma that is needed and required for you to grow into your highest you, your highest self, your actualized self. You will find your truth and people will just know your authenticity. It's magnetic, it's obvious. They will know and you will just know. So be true to yourself.
I journaled every single day for 1,000 days. And boy, let me tell you, it was quite the journey. When I started, my writing was all over the place. Sometimes it was like this, other times it was like that. But as time went on, something interesting happened. My writing evolved, transforming into something more refined and expressive. I poured my heart and soul onto those pages, writing about the people I loved, the ones I mourned, the experiences I gained. I even wrote a person's name about 20 times, I counted. And I reflected on something that I promised myself I would never go through again. But you know what? Writing is saving my life every day. It's my lifeline, a way to connect with my realest self. In today's crazy world, I firmly believe that we are in more need of writing and journaling. When you're feeling sad, angry, inspired, bored, or just plain emotional, grab that pen and paper and let it all out. Someone once said to me that journaling is like communication with your deepest self. It's like having a heart-to-heart conversation with the person inside of you, the only version of yourself that you're familiar with. You give voice to your innermost thoughts, desires, and fears, creating a deeper connection with your realest self. This act of self-reflection and self-connection can be incredibly powerful and healing. And when your mind is in chaos, when you're overwhelmed by the whirlwind of thoughts, writing can be your anchor, giving you clarity and the sense of calm amidst the storm. Writing is more than just putting words on paper. It's a science. When you pick up that pen or sit in front of your keyboard, you're not just engaging in a creative process, but also tapping into a whole world of self-discovery. So why does writing have such a powerful impact on our well-being? Well, it turns out that when you journal, you're actually activating different parts of your brain. It's like a mental workout. By putting your thoughts and emotions into words, you're stimulating your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for decision-making and problem-solving. This process helps you gain clarity and perspective on what you're experiencing, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with a clearer mind. But there's more to it than just brain activity.
How do I accept being alone? How do I allow myself to just fail? To just take a leap into destruction? When destruction actually is transformation. Maybe I call it destruction because it destroys the familiar I know, when really it's just stepping into my light, into my truth. When I write, I'm sending a message to my future self, reminding her that it's okay to face struggles. Sometimes, when I look back at my old journals, I can't help but laugh. These problems that felt so huge then seem so small now. It's like I'm seeing a version of me who was scared and unsure, but didn't realize how much strength she actually had. I remember a time where I thought I was drowning in my own feelings. I wrote about those moments as if they were the end of the world. Now, it's okay to lighten up a little. Looking back, I'm teaching myself to practice gratitude. There are people, experiences, and events that I had at a time that might not have been great, but they were all learning experiences. One of the biggest struggles I faced was indecision. It was like being caught in a fog, where every choice felt monumental, and I was paralyzed by the weight of uncertainty. I wanted to understand why I felt this way. I thought, maybe if I write it all down, I can see the patterns in my confusion. I started to notice recurring themes in my thoughts. Fears about the future, doubts about my choices, and a constant yearning for clarity. Through writing, I began to untangle the mess in my mind, giving myself the space to reflect and breathe. It was as if I was having a conversation with my inner self, trying to understand why I felt so lost. But here's the thing. Sometimes you will still feel alone in all this. There are moments where I think no one understands what I'm going through. And honestly, I don't always understand myself either. That's part of why I started journaling in the first place. I needed an outlet. I didn't have advice to give anyone. I was just trying to navigate my own path, battling my own level of scrutiny. Writing became my safe haven, a place where I could be real without judgment. I encourage you to try journaling, not because it's a cure-all, but because it might help you understand yourself a little better. Grab a notebook or open a blank document. Let your thoughts spill out. You might be surprised by what you discover. In the end, it's just about being real with yourself. No pressure, no expectations. Just you and your thoughts working through the mess together.
I don't know where you or I are going to be tomorrow, next week, or next month, but thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'll see you guys hopefully next time.